Hey, my mouth counts people. We've got Arithmetic Series. Now, a problem like one of these came up last year in the county competition, and I didn't cover this last year, so my students struggled with it. So this is how to find the sum of consecutive whole numbers. So like if you wanted to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How could you quickly add numbers that are all in a row? And we have formulas for each of those. So our first formula is here. So this is just the sum of a series of consecutive numbers. We have n times n plus 1 divided by 2. And n is the final number in the series. So if I wanted to add the first 10 numbers in, the first 10 whole numbers, I would use 10 as my n value. So I do 10 times n plus 1, so 11. 10 times 11 divided by 2. All right, so what if you're only looking for the even numbers? If you're only looking for even numbers, we've got n squared plus n. Now on this one, let's say you're trying to add all the even numbers through, 100. N is not 100. It's how many even numbers you have. So if you're looking at 100 through 100, you'd have to say 100 divided by 2. There's 50 even numbers there. So if they said find the sum of the first 50 even numbers, well, then you're looking for the even numbers through 100. But if they're saying all the even numbers through 100, you'd have to divide by 2 to get 50 there. Same thing with a sum of consecutive odd numbers. This formula is n squared, where n is the number of odd numbers. Now again, we're looking at the number of odd numbers, not the number you're starting with. So let's say that you want all the odd numbers, the sum of all the odd numbers through, 123. Well, 123 is not easily divisible. So you just move up to 124. Divide by 2, and you'd see that there are 62 odd numbers going from 1 through 123. So you just move up 1 to an even number, then divide by 2. All right, let's go ahead and practice it. First, we want the sum of the first 25 whole numbers. So we want all the numbers. We don't just want the evens. We don't just want the odds. So we would use n times n plus 1 divided by 2. Sometimes on these problems, you're going to, there'll be problems where you can't use a calculator, like the sprint round, and some of them will be target round. The ones last year, I think they ended up in the sprint round. So we need to be able to calculate this stuff without using calculators. So plugging it in to our formula, we've got 25, times 25 plus 1, all divided by 2. So this is 25 times 26 divided by 2. Now, since I can't use a calculator here, I'm going to simplify by reducing one of these by 2. Since these are factors of each other, I can just reduce one of them. I'm just going to reduce the even one. 26 divided by 2 is 13. And let's see, 25 times 10 is 250. 25 times 3 is 75. 250 plus 75 is 325. So there we go. The sum of the first 25 numbers, whole numbers, is 325. What if we want the sum of the whole numbers between 27 and 82? So in this one, what you can do is you can find all of the sum of the whole numbers through 82, and then all of the whole numbers up to 27, and then subtract the 2. So I'm going to start with 82, and then we would do 82 plus 1, so 83. So there's the sum of all the numbers from 1 to 82. But I don't want all those numbers. I only want from 27 to 82. So I don't want the first 26 numbers. So I'm going to subtract from that 26 times 27. So 82 divided by 2 is 41 times 83. And then 26 divided by 2 is 13. So 41 times 83, let's see, 4 times 83 plus 83, 3403, I think. And then 13 times 27, 273, 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, duh. And then, no, that's not, is it? 3 times 1, 2. Yeah, I think so. So minus 351. Let's see, so 3403, 351, we've got 49 plus 3. 49 plus 3 is 52. So I think this is 3052. I think. I should actually use a calculator, just to make sure I'm not screwing stuff up. 13 times 27, yep, 351. 41 times 83, 3403, got that right. Ah, sweet, I got it right. All right, next one. Find the sum of the sum of the odd whole numbers up to 125. So odd numbers, I'm just going to use the number of odd numbers squared. Now, 125, the next number is 126. So there are 63 odd numbers from 1 to 125. So the end value is 63 in this one. So we would do 63 squared, which is 3969. And there's all the sum of the odd numbers from 1 to 125. Find the sum of the even whole numbers through 96. So 96 divided by 2, there must be 48 even numbers through 96. So we would do 48 squared plus 48. So 48 squared is 2304 plus 48 ends up being 2352. There you go. So there's your formulas. Remember, for the sum of the even and the odd, you have to find the number of even numbers and the number of odd numbers. N does not represent the last number in the series. That's all I got for you. Math hard. See you later. Bye-bye.